Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, everyone, for being with us for this webinar on diet and fitness. Exercise is king, nutrition is a queen. Put them together, and you have got a kingdom. Truly said. The groundwork for all happiness is good health. Today, we are pleased to welcome Dr. Bharat Gupta, a very special guest, a senior orthopedic physiotherapist who is working as a managing director, Spindle Care, and secretary to Indian National Medical Association. Mr. Gupta is a highly qualified person who has pursued his Bachelor of Physiotherapy from Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay Institute, Masters of Physiotherapy in Orthopedics from Chaudhry Charan Singh University. Mr. Gupta also completed the Diploma in Nutrition and Health Education from Indira Gandhi Open University, Delhi. Mr. Gupta has a vast clinical experience. Presently, he is working as a chief physiotherapist at healthcare centers. He also worked as sports physiotherapist at Commonwealth Games and pursued his clinic. And Now, Mr. Bharat has been awarded and appreciated for his selfless services. Some of them are Best Physiotherapist for the contribution in IAMR in 2013, Appreciation Certificate in Commonwealth Games in 2010, and Best Clinical Award at AIMS in 2017. Mr. Bharat has attended a number of conferences and workshops as he believed a learning curve is essential to growth. Today, he will be sharing his expert opinion on diet and fitness. This is a subject in which we should all be interested, and it is a need of the hour. With that, I ask everyone to give your attention to Dr. Bharat Gupta. Bharat Gupta, please start your session. Mr. Bharat Gupta.
Thank you, ma'am. Start. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Good morning to everyone. It's a very good opportunity for me to share my views on the topic diet and nutrition during COVID pandemic. I would like to thanks management, principal ma'am, and all the faculty to give me such opportunity. So that I came to know that you are celebrating the fitness week. Fitness by me is not just a lean and thin body and a good figure. It means fitness by inner self. So to be fit, you have to good immunity, good immune system to fight against any infection. Right now, we are facing such a COVID pandemic, which is the biggest challenge for all of us. So I would like to tell you and correlate my talk during COVID pandemic, the importance of diet and nutrition during COVID pandemic. So childrens, good morning to you all in this chilly winter. Good morning. You can ask any query in the end, or you can put them in the chat box. If possible, I will answer in between or in the end. Today, children, there will be no class for you. It is an interactive session. I would like to put my view on the topic diet and nutrition during COVID pandemic and its importance, what we face during this COVID pandemic. So let me start. Hippocrates said 2500 years ago, let food be the medicine and medicine be thy food. Our food is a medicine for all of us. Let you eat the food in the form of medicine, otherwise you will have to eat the medicine as a food. You will have to eat a bunch of medicines later on. So students, eat makhana, banana, which is richest source of calcium. Otherwise, you will have to eat the calcium tabs later on. You can eat green leafy vegetables, which is an option for multivitamin tablets. So it's better to eat the green leafy vegetables, fruits, juicy fruits, citrus fruits to avoid all these pills. Currently, COVID-19 pandemic is the biggest challenge across the globe. So children, why it's a challenge for you? I want to ask you, you're not able to go out, you're not able to meet your friends, you're not able to go for a sports activity, you are just at home. So nutritional status is very important to maintain a strong immune system against any virus infection, against any bacterial infection, against any kind of infection. So how it is important, how the nutrition helps us prevent gaining the good immune system and preventing any infection. It changes our genes expression. It's changed our cell activation pattern. Basically, uh, our food provides us the antibodies which releases free radicals, which helps in preventing the disease. Green leafy vegetables also helps in building the RBC, WBC. So in turn, it helps in boosting the immunity. According to a study, those, let me minimize it. Those who are poorly nourished are at greater risk of bacterial infection. Those who are not eating enough good nutrients, they are at a greater risk of bacterial, viral, and any other infection. So, children, is the lockdown beneficial for the student? Let me put your answers on the chat box, please. Please be first. Hmm. Lockdown is beneficial for the student. Okay. So lockdown is beneficial, yes, in fighting against the disease. Yes, we have to maintain the social distancing. Yes, we can prevent the infection on extreme stages which we faced in from March till August. So it is important. It is very beneficial for us. But at the same time, for the students, your physical activity is restricted. Strictly, your physical activity is restricted. So it's not beneficial for the student. But at the same time, students have learned to go through the online classes. So it is also beneficial for the student in some way, but it is more of a not beneficial in other way to, so that our health is compromised in that. So in the current scenario, COVID-19 has imposed a new set of challenges. Although self-isolation, lockdown, and social distances is helpful in flattening the curve, but it has very adverse effect on one's health. Like our eating pattern has been changed. Students get up late, go for the online classes, miss the brunch, miss the breakfast, go for the brunch. Their sleeping habits have been disturbed. I've seen my patients who are sleeping by 2 or 3 a.m. and then getting up soon for the classes. Their all sleeping habits has been disturbed and more of a physical activity has been restricted. Moreover, the lockdown has promoted a sedentary behavior that has increased the risk of obesity to us. We have a fear and anxiety about the COVID situation and when it will get end. So it has also, in a way, it has changed our eating habits. It has an effect on, as per study, fear and anxiety has an effect on the eating habits. So children, balanced diet, what does it contain? It contains an adequate amount of all the necessary nutrients required for a healthy growth and activity. We know a balanced diet composed of different proportions of carbs, fat, protein, minerals, vitamins, water, roughage. You all know that. So I will not go in that much detail about the balanced diet, but I will discuss about the practical aspects of all those things. So food pyramid, सबने पढ़ा होगा. Carbs in the maximum quantity, then fruits and vegetables, protein, dairy. So how much of you take these healthy food pyramid in this way. Are you taking this like this way? No. Nowadays, our children have a unhealthy food pyramid. They order the food through Zomato, they take away from the McD's, they eat frozen foods, chocolates, coffee is the favorite drink for them, not no milk. I have seen many patients, many kids even, they say, what is that? I have not taken any milk since my birth. Nowadays the notion. So children are avoiding milk. Someone has a medical condition or known as lactose intolerance. That's the different issues. But otherwise, also children are not interested in taking milk. They are very much in favor of carbonated drinks, cold drinks, caffeine, coffee. सो मैम ने पढ़ाया तो है कि हेल्दी फूड पिरामिड होना चाहिए ऐसा, बट होता है ऐसा, तो हमको अनहेल्दी को अवॉइड करके हेल्दी में प्रमोट करना है। एक बड़ी अच्छी सेइंग है, ईट, बहुत ही पुरानी सेइंग है, शुड से, ईट ब्रेकफास्ट लाइक अ किंग, लंच लाइक अ प्रिंस एंड डिनर लाइक अ पॉपर। हम सबने पढ़ा होगा, सुना होगा, बट इसको फॉलो कोई नहीं करता। ब्रेकफास्ट तो हम लोग स्किप ही कर देते हैं, या फिर बहुत जल्दी जल्दी मम्मी एक चपाती दे दो, मेरी क्लास स्टार्ट होने वाली है, ऑनलाइन क्लासेस, मैं बहुत लेट उठा हूँ आज, सो आई शुड अवॉइड दिस ब्रेकफास्ट। ऐसा ही होता है। No, but breakfast is the importance milk in the meal in our daily life. So another question for you: which is the important meal of the day? Is it breakfast? It is lunch? It is dinner? Brunch? All of these? None of these? Please write in the chat box as soon as possible. Please make it fast. We are running out of time. Good. So I've got the answer. Most of liking the breakfast. That's good. Breakfast is definitely the most important meal of the day. And someone has asked what is pauper. Pauper means beggar. We should eat everything that is left behind as a beggar in the dinner. We should not eat a very heavy diet in the dinner. Basically, it means to say like that. So breakfast is very important meal of the day. But on the other hand, I would like to say that don't miss any other meal to lose the weight. We have seen the kids, children's who are skipping the meal just to lose the weight. So every meal has its own importance. Don't miss any meal. Otherwise, if you miss any meal, suppose you are missing your breakfast, so you will eat like a very hungry man in the lunch. So it will all balance out the things. So don't miss any meal. So breakfast, what does it contain? It should contain a carbohydrates, simple carbohydrate, so that it will provide you energy throughout the day. And for the longer duration, it's not like we need energy for some time, we need energy throughout the day. So we should eat a simple carbohydrate and complex carbohydrate so that we can get the energy throughout the longer duration of time. And proteins, definitely we should eat more of a protein and fat also in the breakfast. So what should be time of the breakfast? Time of the breakfast should be taken within an hour of your waking up. Breakfast means breaking a fast of the whole night. It helps to maintain the proper functioning of your body. It helps in maintaining the stable insulin level in your body. When you get up, the glucose level is very much low in the body. So we need energy. So we should eat a carbs also in our breakfast. At the same time, it reduces the risk of diabetes and obesity. If you will eat too much, like what I said, ki if you'll miss the breakfast, you will eat more in the lunch and other meals. So it will increase the risk of diabetes and obesity. If you eat the breakfast in the right manner, you will reducing the risk of diabetes and obesity. It gives energy throughout the day, which improves the brain functioning and well-being. We have seen the students who are skipping the meals, breakfast basically, are feeling lack of alertness, dull throughout the day. सर मन ही नहीं लगता पढ़ाई में, कुछ समझ में ही नहीं आता, lack of concentration. It is due to that because the breakfast helps in boosting the immune system as well as the carbs, the glucose level in our blood. So, according to a study also, researchers have found an association between skipping the breakfast and heart issues like coronary artery disease and heart attack. The same, we are if we are missing the breakfast, we are eating more of a fat to gain the energy. So it has its own impact like coronary artery disease and heart attack, heart myocardial infarction. So according to a study, those who neglect breakfast are more likely to get obese, diabetic, and high cholesterol. A balanced diet will guarantee a strong immune system which can withstand any assault by the virus, by any bacterial infection. But there is no evidence, currently, there is no evidence that any supplement, the external supplement, any protein supplement or the Ayurvedic supplement can boost immunity except vitamin C. जो भी काढ़े चल रहे हैं आजकल और जो भी आयुर्वेदिक मेडिसिन चल रही है, दे डोंट हैव स्पेसिफिक एविडेंस टिल डेट दैट दे बूस्ट इम्यूनिटी. They can help in boosting, they can help in gaining the protecting our body, but per se there is no data available. So vitamin C, I have said, is the only vitamin that helps in boosting the immunity. So vitamin C, as you all know, is a water soluble vitamin. It's daily RDA recommended daily allowances. How much you have to take? 1200 mg for kids of your age, 9 to 13 years. 1800 for teens, for elder to you. 2000 mg for the adults. What does it help? It helps in building the production of WBC cells. You all know what are lymphocytes, phagocytes. You must have teached. So they help in protecting the body against the infection. Vitamin D. Vitamin D is the biggest source is sunlight. So in lockdown, we are weaned of sunlight. We are occupied in our rooms only. So we have to take the vitamin D from the sun, but other sources are fatty fishes, fortified dairy products, soya milk, egg yolk, mushroom you can take. Its major role is in the bone health basically, but its deficiency has been associated with increased autoimmune diseases as well as increased susceptibility to the infection. Minerals they are very much important. Iron, the biggest source is spinach, green leafy vegetables, which we all miss. Zinc. Zinc is very much essential for the mucosal immunity, for our gut immunity, stomach infection. A study has shown that a small quantity of zinc quickly raises our levels of T cells. T cells is a kind of WBC, white blood cells. What are its sources? Sources are zinc. Sources of zinc are avocados, raisins, dairy products, raisins, kishmish, and whole grains. We have to take the whole grains, sabu dale, sprouts. We have to take all those things. We avoid those things. We are going into refined food basically. So we quickly go through it. The types of food that improves immune system. Fruits, they have citrus fruits are very much important to improve our immune system. Basically, guava, banana, strawberry, gooseberry, pineapple, they are all citrus fruits, which helps us in improving the our immune system. Vegetables, green bell pepper, capsicum, different colors of capsicums are there, which helps in boosting our immunity. Garlic, ginger, broccoli, amla is a very rich source of uh, vitamin C, which helps in boosting immunity. Whole grains, nuts, we all having it. Makhana is a richest source is a very good source of calcium. Coconut, It's a very good antacid basically. Those who are non-vegetarian can take red meat, fish, boiled chicken, eggs. So a very small tip, some tips for you. Do not ask your ma to don't overcook the vegetables. Not go to deep fry things because it helps in depletion of certain vitamins and minerals through it. Refined foods should be avoided. Refined sugar, refined salt. The intake should be limited. Why? Okay, I will answer it later on. Consume unsaturated fats rather than saturated fats. Butter should be avoided. Soya, corn oil, mustard oil, olive oil can be used. Water. Drink 8 to 10 glasses of water. Water contains lots of minerals in it. So increase your intake of glasses of water daily. Avoid carbonated drinks, cold drinks, juices. These are concentrated juices. Take fresh juices instead, which contains natural sugar. These contains artificial sugar or refined sugar, so it should be avoided. They are very much antiviral available in our kitchen. We can take it with if we are not taking the medicines. Ginger, turmeric, हल्दी का दूध मम्मी पिलाती है ना, पर हम नहीं पीते हैं. इट इज अ वेरी गुड एंटीवायरल. Garlic, kali mirch, dalchini, tulsi. Tulsi has very much antibacterial properties in it. So, children, do you think, another question for you, balanced diet is the only thing required for boosting immunity? Anything else we can do to boost our immunity? Just write in the chat box first. Good. Children are very much aware nowadays. They know that exercise is also required to boost the immunity. Now, even after eating so much of healthy food, our body requires physical activity too. So, what the physical activity do? It helps in absorption of all the active nutrients from the diet. What we are eating, suppose we are eating too much of calcium, but still people says, हमारी हड्डियां मजबूत ही नहीं होती हैं. So we have to do the physical exercise also to absorb the calcium, to absorb the food we are taking. That's good. Now, some facts about the exercises. In the US, a study has been conducted which says that less than 5% of adults participate in 30 minutes of physical activity each day. In the US, they say that even very few people, very few people are engaged in physical activity. And according to WHO, insufficient physical activity is the leading cause of death worldwide and the key risk factor for non-communicable diseases like cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, cancer. So we have to start exercising from today itself because it has its own side effects. So we are here today to study the effect of on the immune system. So how exercise affect our immune system? Exercises causes change in the antibodies. It leads to increase in body temperature. It slows down the release of stress hormone. If the stress hormone is more in our body, our immune system will be compromised. It increases our lungs capacity. Nowadays, due to COVID affect mainly on the respiratory system. It affects other system also, but major effect is on the respiratory system. So by doing our exercises daily, we can increase our lungs capacity. Vital capacity can be increased. Our muscles around the lungs can be strengthened. So what it does, exercises, whenever we do the exercise, our circulatory system is enhanced. Our circulatory system, when it is enhanced, the blood circulation is increased. So the lymphocytes, the WBCs, which are there around the lymph nodes, they are circulated in the body in a smoothie manner, in a fast manner. So they are able to fight against the disease in a healthy manner. According to the Journal of School Health 2018, there is a strong connection between healthy nutrition, adequate physical activity, which may directly impact the academic achievement. तो बच्चों फर्स्ट आना है ना सबको, सबको टॉप करना है, तो हमको क्या करना है, न्यूट्रिशन और फिजिकल हेल्दी न्यूट्रिशन लेना है, अच्छी डाइट लेनी है एंड फिजिकल एक्टिविटी अच्छी करनी है. इट हैज ए डायरेक्ट इम्पैक्ट ऑन द कॉग्निटिव इफेक्ट आल्सो. सो लर्निंग नहीं हो रही है, कंसंट्रेशन नहीं हो रही है, लैक ऑफ प्रॉपर अटेंशन, अलर्टनेस, it is all due to poor diet and the lack of physical activity which we are facing nowadays. I am seeing the regular cases, like 5 years old kid is suffering from back pain. It is due to the lack of physical activity basically. So what does physical activity includes? It includes cycling, swimming, outdoor sports, dance, outdoor sports. सो आजकल तो कोविड में हम कुछ कर ही नहीं सकते, क्या करेंगे, डांसिंग कर सकते हैं, एरोबिक्स कर सकते हैं, हेल्पिंग योर मदर इन द हाउस होल्ड एक्टिविटी, मम्मा भी खुश हो जाएगी, है ना. तो स्टूडेंट्स, हम घर में भी बहुत कुछ एक्सरसाइज कर सकते हैं, एक डेली रूटीन बना सकते हैं एक्सरसाइज का. यू कैन मेक अ शेड्यूल. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट. Can we do a 2 minutes of exercise? Can we all stand up on your own place so that I can play my domain of being a physiotherapist to give you some basic exercise which can do? Can we? Please stand on the spot, please. That's good. So, first, a very healthy laugh for 30 seconds only. हंसेंगे हम जो जो से. बहुत लोगों ने हंसने छोड़ दिया है. हंसने की वजह से डेफिनेटली स्ट्रेस सिस्टम इज गेटिंग अफेक्टेड. सो लाफ फॉर 30 सेकंड्स. देखते हैं कौन लाफ कर सकता है 30 सेकंड्स तक. आई एम कीपिंग माय वॉच ऑन माय वॉच. लेट्स लाफ. अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ. अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ. जो से हंसना है. देखते हैं 30 सेकंड्स हंस भी पाते हैं हम, नहीं हंस पाते हैं. ओके, लेट्स स्टार्ट. healthy laugh, healthy laugh. 5 सेकंड में भी तो. आवाज नहीं आ रही है. 15 seconds only. Good. Laugh like only for 30 seconds a day. More than enough. You have to keep it daily for 30 seconds only. ठीक है, हम खड़े होके जॉगिंग करेंगे. ओनली जॉगिंग. खड़े होके जॉगिंग करेंगे सब बच्चे. Students, please get up and started doing jogging, on the spot jogging. High. घुटने को ऊपर लेके जाना है. देखते हैं कितना ऊपर लेके जा सकते हैं हम. Yes, Aarti ma'am is doing very good. Good ma'am. Fast. 30 seconds. Yes.
Sir, if possible, can you please stop screen share?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you please stop the screen share?
Yes.
So that students are able to view you properly. Thank you so much.
ठीक है, जंप करेंगे ऑन द स्पॉट. दोज हु हैव नी प्रॉब्लम शुड नॉट जंप. अगर किसी को घुटने में दर्द है तो प्लीज एक्सक्यूज फॉर यू. जंप ऑन द स्पॉट फॉर 30 seconds only is more than enough. ठीक है. नाउ कभी किसी को गुस्सा आता है ना, तो बॉक्सिंग करेंगे. सिर्फ बॉक्सिंग करेंगे. फास्ट बॉक्स ऑन द पिलो or by themselves only. Just do a boxing hard for 30 seconds. For 30 seconds, sir, थोड़ा सा hard. Mr. Manoj Kumar जी, सर थोड़ा सा हार्ड करेंगे, जोर से करेंगे 30 सेकंड्स के लिए, दोनों हाथ से, क्योंकि सारा गुस्सा निकाल दो इसी में। गुड, फास्ट, मेक इट फास्ट, जितना जोर से करेंगे उतना बेटर है। 30 सेकंड्स ओनली। गुड, गुड, फास्ट 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 फास्ट, गुड, दैट्स इट। ठीक है, so these are some of the basic exercises. We can do n number of exercises, aerobic exercises also. We can do any exercises like school PT is also beneficial, jumping jacks, but don't do it too much, because excess of exercise is also bad. It helps in depressing the immune system also. So there is some principles regarding it. We can consult your physical education teacher or the uh, coaches and physiotherapists. They will guide you in a better way. So, don't overdo the things, but do exercises daily, at least for 10 to 15 minutes. At least for 10 to 15 minutes. बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं करनी, घंटों घंटों एक्सरसाइज नहीं करनी है हमको। अगर हम 10 से 15 मिनट भी एक्सरसाइज करते हैं, इट्स मोर देन एनफ फॉर अस। सो इन द एंड आई वुड लाइक टू कंक्लूड, breakfast is an important meal of our day. We should not skip it. We should not go in the western fashion like brunch system. We should eat a healthy breakfast and do not skip any meal. Every meal has its own importance. And on the other hand, physical activity is equally important in boosting our immunity and to fight against the COVID virus unanimously. Thank you all. Any questions?
No.
Yes, ma'am. Please unmute yourself. Ruchika ma'am, any questions? Aarti ma'am?
But all of you can unmute yourself. So I think we'll
Sir,
begin
I have
with
no
Khushali.
question.
Wait a minute. Khushali, you
Yes,
can ask your
Vaibhav.
question.
सर सर गुस्सा आता है सर, आप मसाला से वो तो घूमते
Vaibhav, your voice is not clear. Can you please write in the chat box? Vaibhav?
That I am also having a query that sir you was tell us in the breakfast that the 9 to 13-year teens need to 1200 MB. Sir, MB is unit. That's a full form is
In the vitamin C?
yes sir.
Mg, milligram.
Milligram. Okay sir.
Any other question?
Khushali, please ask your question. Unmute yourself. You're not audible, Vita.
I refined things are harmful for our body. You said.
Vita, you can type your question. You are not audible.
Please do it in chat.
Are there any more questions? I think, sir, there are no questions because your presentation was so comprehensive, so wholesome that you have already answered all the queries of the students. And that is why, I could see the interest of the students also. They were so very interested. They were typing and sending so many responses. So it has been a very wonderful, very comprehensive, very wholesome and very interactive workshop. And I am very sure that our students have actually gathered so much out of it. You have talked so much about diet, nutrition, immunity. I'm sure not in your way, but mothers and parents at home must be talking about all of these. And whatever you said would be definitely a huge help to them because parents have been telling them to take a nutritious diet. We have been harping about physical exercises, but of course, coming from a specialist does make a lot of difference. So thank you so much, sir, for being with us today and for this wonderful workshop. Over to you,
Thank you.
Damanjit ma'am.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Uh, so, ma'am, would you like to say something, Ruchika, ma'am? Or
Thank you. That's it, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, everyone. I would like to thank Mr. Gupta, our guest speaker, for such a wonderful session. I would also like to thank higher authorities, our management, Director Sir, Ruchika ma'am, who are always been a source of inspiration and support for organizing such a valuable sessions for our students. I would also like to thank convener of the program, our sports department, and coordinators of the program, my colleagues, everyone who are present here. Last but not the least, our wonderful audience, my dear students, our brand ambassadors who will carry the ideology of our Prime Minister, Fit India, Hit India. Thanks to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
And thank you so much to all the students also for being such a wonderful audience and interacting. Thank you so much, all
Yes,
of you.
ma'am.
I
It's not
hope
the ma'am
all of
first
you
pandemic.
follow the pearls of wisdom given by sir. Only then sir will be very happy. Please follow all the things that he has said. Right?
Keep
Thank
laughing,
you.
keep smiling always.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. God bless.